Okay, where we last left off, we had the missiles shooting out in response to the radar balls coming back to this. This is what controls the missiles. But of course, the missiles aren't actually doing anything. So now what we need to do is we need to take a look at what the missiles are doing and make sure that they are shooting down our little aliens. So the first thing I'm going to do is make this smaller so I can see what's going on here. And I don't know why this window is so big or how to make it smaller. Maybe like this. Okay, that's better. Nope, not better. But anyway, we'll figure it out. So I can move back and forth. So what I need to do is I have to have these paddles hit the aliens. Or the aliens need to die when the paddles hit them. So let's first go ahead and add that. So when I start as a clone, I'm going to use one of those things. So I'm going to go here. It's in control. And when I start as a clone, do something forever if touching paddle, if touching paddle then what I want to do is I want to delete the clone. It's important that this goes under a when I start as a clone hat. So it's going to delete the clone when it's touching the paddle. But I kind of want a little bit of an explosion. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use one of the functions that's already built in, which is, let's see, the effect that I think works well for an explosion is the pixelate effect. Works pretty well. So I'm going to change the pixelate effect by 10. And I'm going to do that 10 times. So I'm going to actually repeat this 10 times. Put it here, so let's see what happens. You can see when they get hit by this thing, they kind of blow up, okay? But I also need them to actually disappear as well. So then I'm going to delete the clone. So go back to control and delete this clone. So now let's see if this thing is running. Okay, it looks like they are not showing up at all. So I must have done something wrong. I am deleting everything all at once, because if nothing's showing up, it probably means the rocket ships are being deleted. And I can see the mistake I made here. So I have this forever if touching paddle, and I put the delete the clone out here, so it means they're always being deleted even before they start. So actually, I need to have this here. And here come my little rocket ships. That one was too fast, it got away. And you can see that they are now getting pixelated and blowing up. But one thing that's happening that I don't like is the missiles are going right through the aliens. So yes, they're destroying the aliens, but then the missiles keep on going. And I really need to make the missile stop when it's touching a clone. So that means I'm going to have to go back to my missile as well. And then say, let's go to my missile, which is called the paddle. And I'm going to basically have something like this when I start as a clone. Okay, why am I not able to see anything? There we go. When I start as a clone, forever, if touching spaceship, which is in sensing, so if touching rocket ship, then delete this clone. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens now. And okay, so it looks like the missiles are getting deleted when they hit the little rocket ship, but now the rocket ships aren't dying. Well, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And the reason why they're not consistently dying is because am I deleting the missile before the rocket ship has a chance to sense it? So that would be a really interesting thing to note. So what happens is this is happening too fast. I actually need to put a little delay in here, even a really short delay. Wait 1/10 of a second will do it. Basically, the missile is going to wait to delete 1/10 of a second, and then it will, in fact, delete all of the the rocket ships that it hits. Now looking at the rocket ship, I'm going to play with this explosion just a little bit more. Instead of saying pixelate by 10, I'm going to pixelate by 20. So it's a huge pixelation. And then it really looks like they're kind of blown up, which I guess is bad for aliens, but good for humans. All right, now that is essentially the project. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some optional things you can do with this project to make your project even better. So I'm actually not going to tell you how to do the optional things. You're going to have to figure them out on your own. This is as far as is required, but maybe you will have fun with some optional things.